up, everybody? It's your boy MrR3d, and this is the second playthrough walkthrough of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that I'm doing. A lot of people responded saying they want to see me use my hands, so I said, okay, I'll use my hands. And right now I have it really jury-rigged weirdly and all that stuff right now because, well, I don't know how any better way to do this. And I'm just mushing my buttons around to see if I'm doing this correctly. But anyway, I came back from a tournament the other day, and I noticed a lot of techniques that were being used were basic ones because there was a lot of noobish players, but at the same time they were still beating some people in the tournament. So I thought that the best thing I could do for this next tutorial, instead of going over characters, I could possibly go over some basic tips and the basic necessities that you need, basically defensive ones and basic combos that people use to build up combos and such. So first, let's start off with the Hulk here. You have your heavy hitter character that you use for X factoring and all that good stuff, and he's usually used as the third person. And a lot of people, well, what I actually meant to put in there, I didn't mean not a lot of people, but a lot of people are probably wondering, how do you close the gap with a person who is mostly like a keep away character? Right now we got Dormammu and Storm and Ryu, and they can be good keep away characters. But before I get into that, let's talk a little bit into going into defensively. Now I'm gonna put them into offensive mode. If I can jury rig this real quick, I got them on very hard because that's the only way you should really practice. And let's see some defensive techniques right now. Right now, as you can see, he has Dark Hole. He's spamming on some assist stuff, and what you want to do is, remember, see, I couldn't really block that effectively, but that was actually a throw, and you're supposed to do a quarter motion at the same time in order to get out of that quarter motion circle. And it's kind of hard not to attack it because I'm so tempted to, but anyway, what you want to do is when a person's basically using a beam attack, you want to use advancing guard. In order to do advancing guard, you got to press back, and hopefully I can get the computer to do that. You want to press back. Alright, I don't know if you saw that, but you want to press back at the same time as to the circles. Doesn't matter what two circles. I'm not sure if a special one. Let me see. Yeah, you can't use the special one. You got to use everything but special, just two buttons of those, and then he'll advance guard. Now you mainly want to just do that to bring some distance in between you and the enemy, and you also might want to do it to get less damage from beaming attacks. The beam attacks will do a lot of chip damage, especially for a character like Storm who's refusing to do anything right now. But during a beam attack, a person can do a hell of a lot of chip damage to you if you're not using advancing guard, and that's a really good defensive maneuver that you want to pull. And now we're going to talk about closing the gap. So let's take this computer off here real quick because it's going to be a pain in the ass. Thank you. Okay, now closing the gap. You got a big character like this and you're versus Storm. Now your first question is be like, alright, how do I close the gap in order to do a good combo? Because I know once I get in there, I'll freaking clobber her ass. Well, to be honest with you, there's only a few ways to do this, and unfortunately, a lot of the times it's not always successful. But let's look at our options, the basic options for every character. You have your dash in attack, well, dash in period, which is two buttons like this. And then, of course, you can't use the special button, so you can do light medium or medium heavy. And also it works backwards if you want to go forward or backwards. And also you have your super jumps, which is down. You hold down for like not even half a second, just down, up, and then you can jump in the distance like that. So I'll just go like this. Alright, let's try that again. I'll go like this, and I'll close in the gap that way. Granted that the character isn't in the corner already. And lastly, another basic tool everyone has is their assist. Their assist character will come in, and of course, Hagar isn't really worth a damn for that. So let's see. And neither is Jill, but some assist characters can bridge in the gap. They'll do like some projectiles or such, and then they'll cause the character to want to block. And if a person is in the corner, which I'm gonna throw you in that corner right now, if a person's in a corner, then they'll be forced to block, which allows you to either super jump next to them or dash into them. Basically, you want to use them to guard, get into the distance. Of course, also Hulk has his own way of getting there. A lot of characters have their own way of bridging the gap, and Hulk has his gamma charges that you come in there. But that move is not safe on block, so don't just go over there because you will get clobbered. As you can see, there's like a delay. Let me see how long it takes. Alright. Saw that? It takes like 1 or 2 seconds for me to recover from that. A good thing that he has, though, you can do a gamma retreat, I like to say. He'll retreat from the gamma charge. Sorry, I think I noticed I moved my hands a little further from there. But you can move your gamma charges over here, and then if you do the heavy again, he'll retreat backwards. And, of course, you can do his other ones that go forward and the other ones that go back. And as such, lastly, I want to talk about the basic combos to build up the chain gauge. I saw a lot of people, well, a lot of the noobs using the tournament, so to speak. And then basically that's the crossover attacks, which I'm sure you've seen. Either you've been doing or the computer's been doing, or you've been wondering how the hell to do it. Honestly, I didn't actually know how to do it when I first started playing. So anyway, in order to do a crossover attack, you got to do, most people have what I like to say, the Connect 4 combo, which is, okay, I don't think the Hulk has a Connect 4. Let's see. No, he doesn't have a Connect 4. I know Jill does. That's not Jill. That's not Jill. Okay, that's Jill. Connect 4 is basically light, medium, heavy, then special. Like right this. And okay. Sometimes you gotta variate it. Yeah, sometimes you have to vary it for some characters. Like they'll do like light, medium, heavy, or light, medium, crouching, heavy, and all that stuff. But basically the gist of it is usually that. And once you go in the air, a lot of the characters, their stuff will either work medium. Okay, maybe if I get her in, a lot of the characters will either work medium, medium, heavy, or they can actually do light, medium, heavy, special. And in my case, a lot of times you just want to use medium, medium, heavy because that tends to do a little bit more damage. But anyway, in order to do the crossover attack, once you launch them in the air, you want to hold the special button in a different direction. So starting off with Jill, we would go light, medium, heavy, and all that. Okay, hold up. Go this, and then we're gonna switch it, and we're gonna switch it again, and then you knock them in the air and do whatever the hell you want to do. Go into a super or whatever. Doesn't really matter what you want to do. But depending on what direction that you use, that's the direction that the character will pop into. And he was supposed to do that. For some reason he didn't want to, whatever, I don't know why. And let me just demonstrate that one more time. Okay, I try to be fancy, sorry. Okay, apparently he doesn't want to do that for me. Okay, I wanted to see if you can do it without doing all the combos, but apparently you have to. But as you can see, I pressed left and they came in through the right side, so let's do that again. Okay, you weren't supposed to do that, Jill. And as you can see, they go in the reverse way. And you don't even have to do right or left. You can actually do the other directions, like you can do diagonal and stuff like that. And basically, it's supposed to keep your enemies guessing on which way. In order to get out of that, you have to guess what direction they're doing by holding the same direction. Now, a lot of people will just do the circle motion to get out of that kind of thing. And you pretty much have like a 33% chance of getting out of that. So you just want to keep doing that in order to get out. And that's basically the gist of this basic tutorial. So what did we learn? Let's do a quick overview. What we learned here, in order to bridge the gap, you want to make sure you take advantage of certain things, such as using the dash button, so to speak, by pressing 2 of the buttons. I got it wired over here, so they're going forward and backwards. You want to use super jumps to bridge also the gap. You want to use your assist to kind of get them in there. Note that once you super jump in the air that you can't call in your assist. See, watch. Can't call them in. See that? Now you can call them in. So you got to call in your assist first, and depending on the assist will be a certain amount of delay. And let's see. You also want to use your characters. Each character usually have their stuff. Let's see what Hagar has. I believe Hagar has well, first he has a spinning lariat, which can go past some projectiles and such, and that, of course, you want to use your stuff right there. Yeah, I whiffed that combo. And that's basically the gist of stuff. So hopefully I hope you take something out of this little tutorial thing. And I don't know how that delayed so slowly on that one. Okay, that usually connects. I try to be fancy again. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this combo little thing, smart little tutorial, and I think for the next 2 minutes you get to see me mess around with the computer. And if not, I'll see you in the next episode where we'll probably be covering Hagar or Zero. I don't know. Just let me know what characters you want to see below, and I'll let you know if I actually feel like doing it. Because I'm not going to do a character I obviously don't know how to really use. But if I do know how to use them, and then I'll be more than happy to show you how to use them. And also, I'd like to thank everyone who sent me messages and comments and stuff on how to do this tutorial. So I'll just be bullcrapping for the next 2 minutes or so. So stick around. Let's see what we're going to do here. Also, I like to practice with my friends sometimes in this mode. Oh, and here we go. Oh, right from the jump. That was actually a snapback kind of thing right there. Well, it wasn't a kind of snap thing, it was. And in order to snap back person, you kind of... Why do I keep saying kinda and stuff? You kinda gotta do this, you have to do this. Anyway, you have to... Okay, that wasn't freaking body splash. You have to do quarter circle, which is a Hadouken motion, and press R1, L1, and depending on what character you want to snap back in is the one that you press. So if I want to snap back Ryu in, then I'm going to press L1. If I want to snap back Storm in, then I'm going to press R1. Or the same thing for your next box, and I probably should pay attention to the screen right there. Now, Doradamu is a pain in the ass to jump into, and I don't know. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. When you snap in someone's character or when you call in an assist, you really have to be more. You want to be more protective of your assist than you are yourself, because they tend to take more damage in than your actual character that's in there. That and they can't defend themselves. As you can see, I did a small tiny combo to wow, that's bullshit. I did a small tiny combo to Storm, and mostly half her health is gone, and that's really not something that you want to have happen to you. And as you can see, they're being a really jackass. Damn, that's something that you really want to use your supers. Actually, I want to show that off really quick now. This will be the last thing I show, and it'll be the end of the video. But when your character is about to die or something like that, or you just want to get a quick switch in, then your options is to do the snapbacks, not the snapbacks, but what the hell you call those crossover counters, combos. You want to do that to do it safely, because look at this. Okay, hold up. Let's try this again. You see how he does that taunt stuff? You don't want them to do the taunt, 'cause that's going to be like a moment of vulnerability that they come in. Now, if they actually hit the opponent, I'm not sure they do the taunt, or let's see. Yeah, they still do the taunt, but at least they're knocked up into the air. But if you miss the taunt and they get on a block, then that's pretty much free reign to knock you out right there. Now, some of the options you have is you can do the supers, and during the middle of the super, you press it again to get out of it, and then they'll switch to the next character. And depending on what motions you do is the super that'll come out. So it's not always the same one. Now, if you're doing all three of them at the same time, however, then depending on what your assist move is what's gonna happen, what's gonna come out basically. So if I have a Hadouken one as my assist, then the super Hadouken move is gonna come out, and etc. So I'm gonna show you that one more time for you guys, and just to show you that it is okay. If I can get the damn thing to come out, and of course she does the other one. That's fine. Actually, it's not fine. Okay. All right. Yeah. You can see right there. It really just depends on what motion. So I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I'll catch you guys later. It's your boy MrR3d signing out. Peace.
Hey guys, we now have our own website. Actually, we've always had our own website, but why not follow us on there? There you'll find all our videos conveniently sorted into playlists by game, as well as videos from many other directors that are part of our NGT network.